In fact, it's because this truck has been abandoned for 23 years, causing the transmission shaft to seize up, preventing power from being transmitted to the rear wheels. The two octogenarians are back at it today, their target being the 1982 Kenworth W900 behind them. Their primary goal now is to clean out the beehive inside the cabin with F-27 feed jet spray, because just a moment ago, if they hadn't been quick on their feet, they would have been stung by the wasps inside, almost turning into porcupines. So, in order to later freely work on this Kenworth, clearing out the native inhabitants inside is the top priority. Hank is seen holding wasp insecticide, spraying it towards the beehive in the cabin, catching the wasps off guard, prompting the two to quickly leave to avoid being stung. After several rounds of spraying insecticide, the wasps inside the cabin start falling one by one. The entire cabin floor is covered with struggling wasps. From here, you can also see 4 wasp nests on the roof, one of which still has wasps flying around. However, with the spread of the insecticide, they also gradually fall to the floor. Now, these wasps are like drunken sailors, floundering on the floor. After solving this tricky problem, the two begin to carefully inspect the entire vehicle. Due to years of neglect outdoors, the tires are deeply embedded in the soil, and the paint on the hood is severely weathered. The cabin is equally dilapidated, with cracked leather seats and spider webs everywhere. Additionally, the entire dashboard is covered in dust. After a cursory inspection, the two are most interested in the heart inside. With curiosity, they open the hood and find a beehive there too, prompting another round of insecticide. The two also recognize the heart inside the engine bay. It's a Cummins engine. For the two who are familiar with Cummins engines, they're at least 70% confident they can start it. Then it's the usual routine, checking the oil dipstick, which shows there's enough oil and water for them to attempt starting it. Next is checking the fuel tank which, judging from the dipstick pulled out, still has a small amount of fuel in it. However, the frame isn't as lucky. Everywhere they look, it's corroded by rust, a common issue of being abandoned outdoors for years. To facilitate tool retrieval, Hank flips the pickup truck over, while Old Pete starts inspecting the battery terminals to see if they can still be used. After a simple inspection, Old Pete determines that these terminals are no longer usable.